everyone, welcome. My name is Melinda and I'm here with Creative Collections. Hello and welcome. I have something flying around my head. Whew, goodness. Happy Tuesday. Do me a favor, as you're hopping on, be sure to say hello. Hit that thumbs up button or the heart button and share and like my page. It helps out a whole lot, trust me. So, how is everyone? Welcome. Okay, so we're going to make a shirt tonight. We're going to do some inking. It's been a while since I've inked. And we're going to use this transfer. Expensive and difficult. Who can relate with that? Maybe I can. I don't know. Anyways, Willow's in the house. She's like over here pacing. She's like, oh, Mom started the camera. Yeah. She's like, hey, Mom started the camera and I want to say hi to everybody. More like she wants her treats. Hello. Hello. Hi, Connie. Hey, Michelle. Hi, Nikki from YouTube. Hi. Come on. You're going to say hi? Hello. There we go. And one more. Yes. Okay. Be a good girl and go lay down. It's raining like cats and dogs here. And she didn't want to go out earlier. And anyways, when I was like, I'm going to the studio, she was like, okay, but she had to make a pit stop first. Hi, Deborah. How are you? So, yeah. Oh. Anyways, we're going to make a shirt. We're going to ink tonight, okay? So inking is, some people think it's very scary to do, but it's actually in turn true. It is the easiest thing that you can do, okay? Aw, thanks, Nikki. So you must be on the East Coast. Thanks for watching. I appreciate that. I have a lot of viewers that follow me from the East Coast, so you're not the only one that's way past their bedtime. Hey, Faye. Hello, hello. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to go ahead and pull you guys down to my camera. I have a shirt here. You know, I bought a bunch of shirts when they go on sale, like at Walmart. I think I got this one at Joann's when it was going out of business. You have to work at 5 a.m. Yuck. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're here, Nikki. Thanks for hopping in. And tonight's project is going to be a real quick one. So, because it's inking. Yeah, who doesn't love inking, right? Inking is one of the easiest thing that you can do with your transfers. You just have to watch your fingers. Trust me, I know. I've had a lot. Okay, so what I usually do is I take a hand length and then I just kind of eyeball it. I mean, does it have to be perfect? Nope, but I do make sure that it's even as it can be on both sides, because you know you're going to be wearing it. And if you're not quite sure, you can take your transfer, fold it in half, find the center point, and then you're going to find the center of your shirt where it is, and then you're pretty much going to have your center. And it's going to be even on both sides. So, there you go. You want to get all of the air bubbles out. And we're using one color tonight. And I pulled out Storm. I thought Storm would be a really good color for this. Because the other pinks that I have is just like too too light or too dark. So yeah, it's raining really bad here, and we're probably in for more flooding. Oy. been a while since I have used my Storm, so I'm going to mix it up a little bit. See how it's a little dry? Just add a little bit of distilled water. So I went back to work yesterday and I came home and fell asleep because I was tired. And then I woke up at 8:30 and I'm like, well, it's bedtime. I guess I'm not having dinner tonight. So I didn't make dinner last night. Okay. So we're going to use Storm. And you can do this on a bag. You can ink on anything. You can ink on glassware. You just heat set it in your oven. Real simple to do. I have my heat press going, and I have it set for 325, and we're going to heat set it at 325 for 30 seconds. So I'm just making sure I get everything covered. Where it says expensive and difficult, that's going to come out the rose color. You go back to work tomorrow. How's your foot doing? You had a friend help you move a bunch of your stuff to the apartment. Oh, fun. But you're not moving your furniture yet, right? Just gonna go back over, especially those edges. I want to make sure you get those. I saw that I had missed an area. Oh, like down here, I missed that area. So you want to cover it up. And then if you're still not sure, we're going to lift the transfer. Check your fingers. See how I have ink there? I'm going to grab a baby wipe. And I'm going to clean my fingers, because if I don't, like I have ink here, if I don't and I touch my shirt, I pretty much ruined it. I mean, I would still wear it though. Still have a few twinges and if you plan on standing for a long time. Well, you be careful. But I know you're probably going crazy at home, right? You probably want to get back to work. I enjoyed my time off. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel very carefully, okay, just to make sure that it looks okay. Oh, I forgot a paper towel. Let me go grab a paper towel. Go ahead and pull this off. Okay, let me grab a paper towel. Willow's like at the door. She's like, okay, I came in, I participated. Can I go out now? No, because I don't want you barking like a fool. she had to start coming into the studio with me because she was home alone, and she would just bark and bark and bark. So I'm making her come in. Okay. Isn't that cute? So this is going to dry. We're going to dry this, and then we're going to heat set it. Oh, I unplugged my... Hold on. Oh, wait. Maybe I didn't. Okay, I didn't. Let me turn that off. Okay. Oh. You burned through your bank account. Yeah. Hey, I do that every payday. It's not hard. It is not hard, especially the way our economy is today. Everything's so much more expensive, and okay. So we're going to dry this. Make sure I'm in the camera view. So I just take my dryer and I dry it. You can just leave it for 24 hours if you wanted to. Do it before you go to bed, let it sit overnight, and then you can heat set it the next day. However, I don't have to have it done. However, because I'm live, it's easier if I do it with the dryer. Furniture is going on the 24th. So when are you officially staying at the apartment, Michelle? When's your last night at your house? On the 23rd? But yeah, I came home last night and I was tired. I was just like, whew. I fell asleep on the couch. I was like, I need to figure out, I need to get some energy in the evening. I have no energy in the evening. Oh, last night, my neuropathy in my right foot, it was bad. I took my boots off, and I don't know if I got, like, it kinked up or something, my foot, but I couldn't feel it. And it was pretty scary, because I was like, oh my gosh, if I have to get up and walk and I can't feel my foot, I'm going to go down. You go back to work on next Monday. Oh, I bet you're excited about that. You've been off work for a very long time. It almost looks, this is the storm color. Oh, it's not going to focus. There it goes. It almost, to me, has like a green look in it. Maybe because it's still wet. But I'm like, oh my gosh. Not sure I'm liking it. Yeah, I have to figure out how I am going to stay awake. Okay, so what I'm going to grab, or what I'm grabbing, is a pad to do some ironing on. And then we're going to put that there. Oh, it still feels wet. Let me all tell you something that happened. You just went back to work yesterday? So did I. I was off for, yeah, see how it still appears wet? Let me dry it some more. So, you know how I bought the Easy Press, the Cricut Easy Press 3 for my sewing room? Well, I plugged it in for the very first time the other night, and it started heating up. I got it set up because it's like through Bluetooth or whatever. Got it all set up, and then all of a sudden it died on me, and when I turned it back on, I got an error code warning of E01 or whatever, and it's saying everything that Cricut is saying is like it's the heat sensor in it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I threw the box away. The first time I opened, I plugged it in. That happened. And so I have an inquiry with Cricut, and they need the proof of purchase, which is my receipt, which is Amazon. So I will send that to them. But I'm like, oh my gosh, that is heart sickening to think that, because these heat presses are not cheap, so if you get one, they're not cheap. And then, especially if you turned it on for the very first time, then it dies on you. That's just really sad. Hey, I would put, if my office was big enough, I'd put a couch in there, and then I would lock the door and close the curtains in my office and take a nap. I wish I could take a power nap in the afternoon. And that's what the problem is. I take it when I get home because I started to fall asleep tonight, and I was like, and I jerked myself up, and I was like, nope, it ain't gonna happen. So I'm gonna take parchment paper, get it from the Dollar Tree. It's $1.25, real cheap, and because you want to protect your heat press, okay? And so I have it set for $3.25. I'm going to take my heat press. We're going to set it on there. I'm going to set the timer 3 minutes or 30 seconds, turn it inside out, set it again 30 seconds, and that's all there is to it. Okay? Whoops. So just like so. There we go. I dropped the base. So yeah. I wish I could take a power nap. Kids were like, Mrs. Mahoney, can you have a couch in here? I was like, oh, I'd get fired if I had a couch in here, honey. Why? They don't get it. They're 5 and 6 year olds. They do not get it. Okay. So that, ooh, look at that steam coming off of there. Okay. So that is that. And then we're going to flip it inside out Real simple, real easy. One of the easiest projects you can ever do is to ink. You can do this with an iron. However, if you have an iron, just remember you want to set it to the highest temp possible, and it's going to be like 4 minutes on each side. Okay, so heat press is probably the best way to go, but if you don't have a heat press, you can do it with an iron. So 30 seconds on each side. Now this is ready for the wash. Lift, and then I just set it back in its cradle. Turn that off. Then I also look at the parchment paper and I see if there's any ink on there. It's not. There isn't any, so I can reuse this. Now, if I was sublimating, I would not, well, you wouldn't use parchment paper. You'd use butcher paper, but I wouldn't reuse that because you just never know. Okay. You took a 3-hour nap and you're usually in bed by 9. You always try to fight your sleep so you can sleep at night. Nikki, are you one that, do you get up like around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning too? Do you wake up randomly? I wonder if there's something going on with, because that's me, is I wake up too early. I wake up around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I can't go back to sleep. And then when I finally do, then my alarm goes off, and I'm not ready to get up. So that's how things are. Anyways, so that's inking. Real simple, real cute, expensive, and difficult. Okay, I am thinking more and more, I wish I had done this shirt in the disco. Oh, where's that disco at? I wish I had done it in disco. Menopause. No, my bladder is not an issue there, and I don't think I have, I don't think it's menopause, Faye, because I had a hysterectomy like 15 years ago, so I don't think it's any of that, because I went through all that. I don't know. It's just, it's probably old age. Right? Exactly. I was like, yeah, because it could, to me, that alarm goes off and I was like, oh my gosh. And then Willow's up and ready to go and everything. So it's like, yeah, I just wish I could figure out how to stay asleep. Because lately I have been getting up around 1:30, and then this morning was 2:30. So I think maybe I'm going to start tracking the times and the days, and maybe we're going to see it going zigzag. And then maybe one day I'll just see a flat line of it being 6 a.m. I don't know. Anyways, that's what I've got for you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I will be back tomorrow with another inspirational project. We're going to sublimate tomorrow. Okay, so if you're wondering, well, what is that? Well, we're going to use some heat transfers, and we're going to sublimate on a coffee mug and I think a mouse pad is what I've got planned. You're in bed at 9:30. Show the shirt again. Hi, Hannah. Show the shirt again. Here is the shirt. Okay, I know it's kind of expensive and difficult. I'm wishing I had done it with this color, though, the disco ink. Have a good night, Nikki. Thanks for hanging out. It's nice meeting you. So yeah, expensive and difficult. Really cute shirt, or cute transfer, and I think it would be fun to wear. Just kind of fun. Thanks, Hannah. Thanks, everybody. Okay, I will be back tomorrow at 6:30. Look, Willa's like, she's saying goodbye to everybody. She's heading to the door. Really? Maybe it is menopause. I don't know. I'm not having hot flashes, so it's called sleep-a-pause. My sleep is paused from menopause. Okay, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a great night. And until I see you, happy crafting. Good night, everyone.